What's good, YouTube fam? I hope you guys are all doing grand underneath this new moon in Taurus. We're going to take a moment real quick and we're going to talk about this new moon energy. I know it's been a while since I've done a new moon or full moon video. Those of you that do know, Taurus is ruled by the throat chakra. So those of you that know Tauruses, y'all know Tauruses are a bit of talkers. They're a bit of some talkers, baby. They will talk you in circles. They will talk you out of your drawers. They will talk you up a storm, baby. They will talk you sleep. You dig? All right, so underneath this new moon energy to help you navigate and have the best possible outcome, those of you that do a lot of talking all the time with the rah-rah, I'm gonna need y'all to pipe down a little bit, right? And I said for you to have the most positive outcome, if you're cool with how you're living life, this is not for you, babe. This is for people that are ready to make changes in their life. So those of you that are already always on go, maybe a little bit too much with what you got to say, right? Tone it down a little bit underneath this new moon, which is 3 days before this energy started Thursday and 3 days after Tuesday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, which will be Wednesday, right? 7-day moon cycle. So during these 7 days, this is what you guys are going to want to work on. If you're a talker, the places where, in situations where you would do the most talking, I'm going to need you to be a little bit more reserved, right? For those of you that are not the talkers, right? And you guys are already reserved. This is the time where you want to speak up. Now, underneath this new moon, we are creating new energy, new beginnings. Things need to be new, babe. The worst place you can be is the same place you were in last year with the same mindset, the same mentality, and the same sort of habits. You dig? So if you want something new and you're tired of recycling the same fucked up experiences, babe, let's tap in. All right. And those of you that know, timestamps are below. You're going to be pulled. Those of you that don't know, and it's energy here, right? So you're going to be pulled to whatever card, whatever pile you're going to get your message from. The cards that are down here probably stand out a little bit more than the other. And that's where you're going to get your message. Your timestamps are below. And I will see you guys at your reading. Peace. What's good, everybody that chose Isia, Threshold of Isis? This is going to be you guys' reading today. I hope you guys are all doing well. With this card, right, it almost gives me like very hangman energy here with this card, because I see this hummingbird. It's like a little, I want to say like a little, it's almost like you're waiting to be told, because I wanted to say a little message, right? But it's almost like you're just waiting. You're waiting, baby. I'm ready to give you this confirmation that you need. You dig? Pile number 1. And it's a little bit windy out here. So, pile number 1. What confirmation does pile number 1 need? Oh, I'm not taking all those. What confirmation does pile number 1 need for? Okay. And it came out anyways. Yeah. Okay. So you got the 4 of Cups here. You see him looking at these cups on the ground and not focused on what's being offered or what's being given to him. I don't know why you're not focused on it, pile number 1, right? And I feel like because you're waiting, it's like almost like I said, you're waiting for a message with this card here. It's almost like you're waiting for it to fall out of the sky and be like, hey, this is what's for you. Instead of it being like they're giving you all the signs and they're pulling you in the direction that they need you to go. But for whatever reason, you're stuck and fixated on these 3 cups when you're being offered so much more. Pile number 1. Okay. I don't really know. We gonna jump. I don't like to be nosy. Those of you that know me, I do not like to be nosy. Okay. However, you got the Ace of Pentacles here, right? The Ace of Pentacles is about new beginnings. Pentacles is about your finances. So this is like not quite a new job, but maybe a new way of getting money for you guys, right? pile number one. Maybe you guys got like a new business venture, like a new coming into money, pile number one. Is that what we're doing? Be open to receiving messages. If you're asking for confirmation and clarity on something, pile number one, be open to receive that, and specifically ask for something. Show me 3 birds in a row if I'm supposed to go here, and be open to receiving these 3 birds in a row in any giving form or fashion. It might be one card and it might be 3 birds in a row on that one card, but see, you're not open to seeing that because you have a one-track mind. So you're looking up into the sky and you're hoping to see 3 fucking birds fly by, and that's not how they're gonna give it to you, pile number one. Okay, they're not going to give it to you like that. So be very specific in the things that you're asking for, and then be open to receive it in different forms and fashions, not just one way. Okay, pile number one. The next card that came out twice was the King of Wands, right? The King of Wands, the wands are about physically going to get, right? So the king, he's very firm. He's very firm. He's very confident, right? About the things that he wants. About the things that he wants to accomplish, and where he wants to go in life. He knows what he wants. Right? Ambition. They're gonna love me for my ambition. Okay, pile number one. I love it. Look at that. We got the King of Pentacles. That's your finances, pile number one. Any more confirmation for pile number one? You got the Fool. Bit careless there, pile number one. Being careless, right? Underneath your 4 of Cups and with your Ace of Pentacles, because I said it right in the middle there. With the 4 of Cups, you're being careless because you're passing by all these signs, and they're giving you signs, and they're leading you, and you're just not paying attention, pile number one. It's like you don't give a damn. It's like, I'm gonna do what I want to because this is where I've been going thus far, and baby, if it ain't working out, it's not working out. Don't feel like you did something wrong, pile number one, because that's not the case. This is a new moon, guys. If you got the beginning of the video, we're underneath a new moon. It is time to shake things up. And Spirit sometimes will jerk everything from underneath you and leave you dry, high and dry, because they need you to focus on something else. They need you to see what you're not seeing. So I don't know exactly what this is, pile number one, but it's very careless energy because they're giving you what you're asking for, but you're expecting it to come elsewhere. I don't know. Y'all's energy is a lot. Pile number one, you guys' energy is like, y'all are blinded. I don't know by what. It's like you're being presented with this new beginning and this new beginning, right? It's a new beginning, whether it's a new beginning finances, whether it's not a new person, right? A new beginning, like you're asking for something and you're receiving it, but it's just not coming in the form and the fashion that you want to receive it in. Or maybe not from the person you want to receive it from, right? You got Temperance, right? Not quite the Star card with pouring into self, but you got Temperance, like I'm sorry, at the bottom of this card it says testing waters. Like you got temperance, like, and that's kind of the energy. It's like you got this fool card, and it's like you're testing the waters. Like, I'm gonna do what I want to do anyways. Like, I know y'all warm that side of the pool up for me, but this is the side I want to fucking jump in on. That's your energy right now. It's a little much. Pile number one, y'all need to, you pile number one, love, my love, my love. Because this card made me feel like you were just kind of waiting for, but now I'm looking at it again. I'm sorry, I'm getting a phone call. Now that I'm looking at this card again, it's almost like you are receiving that message, but you got your head cocked to the side like, I don't want to hear that shit. Wow, pile number one. I need y'all to get it together, baby. Confirmation for pile number one, Spirit. I don't want to hear it, baby. I ain't even mad at you. So we got the Eight of Swords, we got the Justice card, and we got the Page of Swords, right? That's about your mental. So let's first talk about this Eight of Swords. You see her, right? Very so much wound up and bound up. Blindfolded, she is tied up. However, she is surrounded by 8 very sharp swords because they're stuck in the ground around her. So it's like you're choosing to be stuck and bound instead of experiencing something different, pile number one. And it seems like your ancestors, I get like divine masculine energy for whatever reason. It's because I'm getting hot and I feel like rah, you know, it's like I irritated me, and that's just how I feel with you, your energy. And I'm sorry about that, pile number one. But your Eight of Swords, because I just showed you, bound right there, but you're surrounded by all these sharp objects that can cut you loose. And you're deciding, it's like not quite the Two of Swords where you're deciding to be stuck and you're holding the swords and just blindfolded. That's not the case. But you do have what you need to get out of this situation, right? And to be able to move forward. Now, you got the Justice card here. The Justice card is about getting what you deserve, pile number one. Okay? And that's underneath your King of Pentacles. And maybe you deserve this King of Pentacles. But if you continue to not see what you're being offered and continue to be bound by this situation or maybe this job, right? Or your way of thinking about how you lack so much in maybe in finances, not maybe in your financial situation, so that this can turn out positively for you, right? Your next card is the Page of Swords. Now, same way she's looking back, right? And I say she's looking back because how she's facing, it's looking back on all these cards, right? Maybe a time for you to do maybe a little bit of reflecting on your mindset about your money, about how you've been careless, about the signs and the symbols that you've decided to look over, that you've been given, opportunities that you've been given and you looked over. And maybe you need, ooh, there was a temperance there. Maybe you need to look back and see what signs you did miss, pile number one. Okay? At the bottom of the deck, you have the Emperor. The Emperor is about stability. He's about standing firm in what you believe and how you believe and how you move, babe, okay? Standing firm. All right. Confirmation for pile number 1, Spirit. Abundance. That's crazy because we're literally talking about your finances right now. Abundance is your card, pile number 1. Or the lack thereof. The mindset of the lack, or the mindset of how you don't have enough of money, but you do have, right? However, I do strongly feel for most of you that this is a new financial beginning for you, right? That you're stepping into this abundance. If you haven't already stepped into it, that you are stepping into it. Do be open to signs and symbols. Like they say, signs and symbols for the conscious mind. I'm going to need y'all to be open because your mind is conscious, and you need to stay conscious and be conscious and stay aware, right? Mindful. Confirmation for pile number 1. Let's see this deck. Confirmation for pile number 1. Let me shuffle this. Confirmation for pile number 1. Ooh wee. Clarity. Hope that I'm able to give you that on today. Confirmation for pile number 1. And I just want to say, before I pick this card up that flew out, that in this clarity card, he is very blind, this man. You see him with his staff and his glasses. He's very blind, right? It ties me into this very full energy here that you have down here of, carelessness. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say fool. I meant to say the 4 cups. The 4 cups energy. The fool is known for being careless, but this 4 of cups gives me the same sort of careless energy vibes, right? Because you're asking for something, recklessly asking for maybe confirmation or guidance, maybe where you need to be at or things that you need to do, but then you're not open to receiving those signs and those symbols and that guidance so that you can properly move forward. So you're asking for things, and then you're just, I want to say, kind of just allowing things to happen in life for you, right? Which is nothing wrong with that. But when you don't take the necessary steps to get you where you need to be, then because somebody came in and gave you just a little bit of what you were looking for, you decided, I'm going to revert back and I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to follow along and I'm just going to keep on doing what it is that I was doing because I didn't get what I needed. But you did get what you needed. You just didn't see it. Because you didn't get it the way you wanted to get it. It's a need for you to step outside of your box, of maybe of your perception, and step away from the perception you usually have about things, the way you usually see things, right? Step back and try to perceive a bigger picture. Try to get a little bit more, and this clarity is like I said, be clear on the things that you're asking for. Don't just say, hey, show me this, and not just say, show me, I'm thinking of an example. Show me if I'm meant to go here, right? And then, bam, you're expecting a ride. Your ride just fucking comes and they're there. And you're like, okay, well, maybe I'm supposed to go here the whole time. You left your stove on your coffee pot's running. Like, you weren't supposed to leave. You had all these other signs in front of you. It was a horrible example, guys, right? I was really struggling with that one. I'm saying to say, like, you had all these signs in front of you, and because that ride just popped up, you was like, fuck it, I'm leaving. This is my sign that this is where I'm supposed to go. Then your house burns down, and then what the fuck? It's like, damn, I didn't see. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't see that my stove was on and my thing was burning, and you know what I'm saying? I just thought that because I said, give me a sign of whether or not I should go, and I just left because the first thing that popped up into my sight was this person. They disrupted my energy. This ride came first, so I'm thinking that's what it was. Whole time you already had things you needed to take care of. Oh, I got a card down here. Let's look at this. Solitude. Solitude, pile number 1. Don't look outside of self for advice, right? On things that you should be doing in your life, right? Unless it's from somebody like me, where we're trying to give you the best sort of information. And it's great that I don't know what you guys got going on in your life, so I don't know who's reading this pile or who needs this information. So, like that, like, it's sort of biased when you're asking a friend that kind of knows all your business and you want them to give you advice, and they're going to be like, they're usually going to give you the advice that they would do. And babe, how well has that worked out for you in the past? I'm just saying, how well is it working out for your friend if that's who you're going to take advice from? That's all I'm going to say. One more card for pile number 1. Confirmation for pile number 1. There she blows. Joy and light. And then I want to take this card, pile number 1. Isia, Threshold of Isis, right? Card number 29. And I'm going to read it out of the book. The spiritual realms are in active communication with your heart. Genuine spiritual guidance will always bring you back to your authentic self, your unique journey, and how to heal, empower, and express your soul with love. That is your rightful realm of personal engagement. If another is attempting to entangle you in drama, firmly and cleanly orient yourself in your rightful inner place of spiritual empowerment. I said that. I just can't tie into these book readings, babe. Do not allow words or actions cast from the delusions of hate, fear, or jealousy to undermine your commitment to your path. A significant threshold is soon to be crossed. Stay true to yourself whilst embracing change. And baby, this new moon is just that, full of change, okay? Peace and love to everybody that chose this pile. You guys, be open next time you ask for something from Spirit. Be open to receive it in any form or fashion. Do not look outside of yourself for answers, right? And we're not talking about for clarity or confirmation. Do not look outside yourself to have your friends or your family members tell you what it is that you need to be doing in your waking life. Baby, what makes you happy, pile number 1? Because at the end of the day, I'm not doing nothing less than what makes me happy. Okay? So you need to figure out what that is, and you need to move accordingly. Peace and love to every single one of you guys. And if you guys are drawn to more than one pile, I will see you there. Peace. What's good, everybody that chose Honor Elegua at the Southeast? Those of you that know Papa Legua, y'all know that he is the door opener, right? So if you're trying to open some doors, baby, I got you. Now, I do see how she's holding this Joker card so tight to her chest. You got this light and this dark on the top. Okay. I just probably gonna be like the weirdest one I've ever have downloaded. Like I've ever got to download about, right? Because I see this joker that she's holding in her hand right there next to her heart, right? And I feel like this joker is a person. Like it's a person. Papa Legua is the door opener. Those of you that know, y'all know he's the key holder, right? And those of you that don't know, you need to get you into some learn about your orishas, right? That has to be something you want to do by yourself. I'm going to be going live here soon, and we're going to pass around mad knowledge, okay? But listen, Papa Legua is the door opener, right? And I feel like maybe you're not, I want to say not able to progress right now with your situation because of this motherfucker right here, this joker. And it's like, you got the dark over here and the light over here, right? See, they're at the top, right? Right? And you're trying to bring this little sorry fucker out of the dark and into the light with you. And that's just not how it's going to work, because it's only room for one in the casket, baby. And you can only save yourself. That's how I'm gonna say that. I'm sorry, that was specifically for like somebody or somebody's that needed to hear that. You cannot save everybody, babe. With that being said, some people need to be left in the past. And whoever this person was, it's a fucking joke. I'm sorry, because he got the joker and it's like whole clown energy down there. If you see, those of you that see it, y'all see it. It's like Harley Quinn back in the day type of Batman fucking joker. You dig? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why you want to take this motherfucker with you, pile number 2. The birds even don't know. It's like, yeah, we don't know either. We've been trying to tell them. Leave them alone. And if y'all see the first reading and one of the damn birds out here chirping, that motherfucker close by too. Like, yeah, tell them. Look, they said tell pile number 2. Leave that motherfucker where they at. You hear him, not me. It's not me. It's the birds. All right. Confirmation for pile number 2. Confirmation for pile number 2, Spirit. All right. You got the 9 of Cups. Everybody's super content with their situations, even though they're shitty and they're everything else but good. You guys are super content. Why the hell is that? Y'all want to drop down in the comments of why you guys are so content with shitty shit? I'm sorry. Your 9 of Cups is about contentment, right? He's not happy. He's not 10 of Cups. It's not wish fulfillment. It's not emotional happiness or stability. This is contentment. Don't never get it fucking twisted. Contentment is that you're cool. I'm cool where I'm at. I don't want to grow. I don't want to go. I am just cool where I'm at. I'm okay with maybe letting a little sorry ass motherfucker think that they're taking advantage of me, because the whole time I'm just okay where I'm at, babe. That the fuck ain't it. That the fuck is not it, number 2. Do you hear me? That ain't it, babe. You just don't know. We're just not content with just no. This person is a joke, pile number 2. I'm just going to tell you. I'm sorry. I'm going to put trigger warning on this. I'm going to put trigger warning on this video. I know that y'all going to inbox me. Y'all need to start I'm going to make y'all put that shit in the comments. I know that some of y'all going to inbox me and be like, hey, yo, you ain't had to do me like that. It's not nothing personal, babe. I don't know who the fuck you are. I don't know what the fuck you got going on. But whoever the fuck this person is that you're trying to bring into your level up, they can't go with you, babe. They cannot go with you, babe. Okay? And the next card is the Moon card. The Moon card is about a lot of subconscious bull, right? You got a lot in your mind. You got a lot going. You trying to process too much, pile number 2. You trying to think about too many things. And your happiness ain't one of them. I'm sorry. You're content. It's like, I'm okay. I'm not going to pursue my happiness. It's not a pursuit of happiness. Are you saying like, bitch, I'm not Will Smith type of thing? Because that's how I feel. It's like, I'm in no pursuit to happiness. I'm just okay with being okay. And baby, I don't know. I'm nobody's nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't know if that's the energy is that a place you want to be next year in life? Just content, not being happy, not feeling fulfilled emotionally. or physically, or I mean, I don't understand what y'all be thinking about. I think I'd rather be alone for the rest of my life, and I'm tapping on it. I'm tapping on the rest of my life right now. I think I'm gonna be alone for the rest of my life before I be in a situation where I'm just fucking content. That ain't for me, babe. So subconsciously, you do have a lot. You're trying to process a lot. I feel like maybe your happiness is something that crosses your mind. It's just not something that has forefront in your mind, right? You might think about your happiness. Sorry, guys, trying to look at the time. You might think about your happiness, but is it something that sits there and that you're trying to work on? Absolutely not. You're not in, like I say, you're not in a pursuit for your happiness, but it crosses your mind. And then you think about a whole bunch of other things, but babe, you should be on the forefront of your mind. It should be you that is taking up most of your thought space. Renting the most room in your head should be about self. Should be about self-growth. It should be about self-love. It should be about emotional and physical stability, financial stability for self, for your loved ones, for not loved ones. I don't mean like fucking brothers and sisters and stuff. I mean your family, your children, your spouse. This is not about a spouse. I ain't got too many married people that I know don't come to my channel, right? This is not about a spouse. And if it is about a person, I already told you that they were a joke. And I don't talk about, y'all ain't never crossed no video where I said, I might have said they won't shit though. I might have said that because it was like maybe third party energy or something. But they give me very Joker vibes. Not serious, not wanting to pursue anything more than what it already is. Their energy is just that. I'm sorry, pile number one. All right. Confirmation for pile number two. We got the Four of Pentacles, right? Finances. Those of you that don't know, your pentacles are about your money. Your money. And maybe this is what is keeping you content, right? Because your money's improving, right? You've got a little bit more financial stability about yourself, pile number two, that you're okay with letting the rest of that shit fall by the wayside. You're okay with putting your feelings and your emotions and the things that you want to accomplish in life and the things that you want in life. You're okay with letting that fall by the wayside and focus on your money. And I don't know why I'm hearing like making other people happy. It's like you may be in a situation with this joker, right? That's what we're gonna call the person. It's a joker. You may be in a situation with this relationship with this joker, and because your financial situation is improving, you're content with the lack thereof of maybe physical, maybe emotional, maybe mental, right? You lack those things with your joker, right? And because your finances are okay, you're okay with receiving the bare minimum. The bottom of the deck, you got the Death card. This is about something new beginnings, death to old ways, death to old habits, death to things that have not served you any higher purpose than what you've already received in life, babe. Like I told pile number one, the worst place you can be right now is the same fucking place you were in last year, whether that be mentally, whether that be physically, or whether that be emotionally. If you're in the same place emotionally that you were in last year, babe, it's time to make a change. And this Death card is death to those old ways of thinking, those old ways of feeling, those old ways of dealing with shit, and those things that you tolerate, and the way you tolerate and deal with these things, right? Pile number two. Confirmation for pile number two, Spirit. We got the World card. The World card is about things turning in your favor, babe. Then you have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is you grasping whatever it is that has you subconsciously distraught, my love. However, the choice is yours on whether or not you're going to hear that, you're going to take accountability and admit to the fact that you are content in your situation and you're not truly happy, right? That you are thinking about a whole lot of things and there's only one thing that you can change and you're deciding not to change it, right? Pile number 2. These things can only come to pass if you see the problem here with these first 2 cards and you want to say, I'm done with this shit. She's right. She don't even fucking know me, and she is absolutely right. I am content and I'm not happy, and I'm not in a pursuit of my happiness, or nor do I have that mindset to want to go after the things that make me happy, right? And I'm hoping that it's not quite the king of swords where, you know, you're firmly there to where you firmly where you're okay mentally and you're firm in all the things that you know and all the things that you believe and the shit that you stand on, baby. You stand on business. You always 10 toes down. TTG. Okay. I almost choked on that one. Right? But the Queen of Swords is you coming to that realization like, hey, I do need to make a change. She is right. I do need to fix some things. I do need to do this. I do need to do that. Get right, baby. I want you to get right. At the bottom of the deck, you got the 4 of Swords. The 4 of Swords is about you hanging it up. Look at that. And I'm leaving it here with the devil energy, right? And I'm going to tell you why. Because you have the 4 of Swords here. The 4 of Swords is about you hanging it all up, baby. You stop fighting this situation. You stop fighting to just be content. And maybe start fighting for your happiness. Pile number 2, right? This 4 of Swords is about you just sort of giving up on all those things that haven't gotten you anywhere thus far, that haven't helped you in any single way, and start going after the things that you want. Not this. I'm going to tell you what. If you don't, listen. You see the devil card here. The devil card is about obsession. It's about lust. It's about temptation. It could be about addiction. And I'm moving this over because I'm making room. I'm going to put this last card at the bottom of the deck right on down here with the rest of them because they go together, right? Because like I said, this can only happen if you take accountability and you realize that this is just not where the fuck you want to be at anymore. All right, pile number 2. Now, because pile number 2, I feel like y'all is hella stubborn because I don't think ever one time, I want to say one fucking time, I've ever done a reading where they say, if y'all don't change this is what's gonna happen. Because this is where we ready to get into pile number 2, okay? If y'all decide y'all don't want to hang it up and you want to keep dancing with the devil, damn, we watched Sinners last night too over here like, okay, movie was not the shit though. So if you want to feel like you want to keep dancing with the devil, right? You will experience just this. That 3 of Swords, that's that heartache. That's heartache. That's third party energy, but really it's heartbreak. I mean, whether it's third party energy, whether it's a just a breakup, whether, you know, if something's ripped out from underneath, this is heartbreak, my love. So it's like, just let it change. Death to this stuff. Outcome, new mindset. Hang up all the new mindset, right? And hanging up, because these are your swords. Hanging up and actually giving your mind, your mental time to relax. Or dance with the devil and see what all they have to offer to you. Because right now, and at the bottom of the deck, you got the 10 of Wands. The 10 of Wands is packing it up. You see him? He's packing it up. Like, if you don't do it now, you will experience this heartbreak. And you'll be back. And you'll be back. And you'll be at this stage of packing it up and trying to get shit together. Underneath that is a Chariot. That's what's going to give you, that's your movement right there. That's you moving forward. I hope for you, pile number 2, that you guys are able to take the accountability of what's going on in your life right now, right? Be honest about your contentment, and how you are not truly happy. Be honest. It's time to have those conversations, y'all. It's a new moon under Taurus, who is ruled by the throat chakra. So if you're being quiet about your contentment and pretending to be happy for a while now, it's time for you to speak up and let a motherfucker know. I promise you that this will have the most positive outcome and impact on your life. Here soon, you will see results. I can promise you that. And if not, look for the Realist Mac. All right? Facebook, YouTube. You'll find me. You'll see my gorgeous mug. Okay? So, with that being said, let's move along. Confirmation for pile number 2, Spirit. I love when they're very specific on the things they want to say. Pile number 2, confirmation for pile number 2, Spirit. Ooh-wee. Sweetness. Sweetness. At the bottom of the deck, you got diversity. Switch it up. Switch it up, babe. All right. So pile number 2. You got sweetness here, babe. There's a sweet way to go about this conversation that needs to be had. Honesty is key. I will tell you that. Be honest. Nobody can hate you for being honest. I mean, they're not gonna like it. Of course, who would like it? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you break my heart, I ain't gonna like it. But at the end of the day, I can't hate you because you were honest. You know? I could have just let you drag me along and string me along and cheat on me and do all this and all that before you know, like, I just can't let her go because she's such a good person. But I'd rather you be honest and just let me go on about my life and find the person that I'm truly supposed to be with. Because if at the end of the day, if you're not happy with me and I think that I'm happy with you, you're not the person that I'm supposed to be with. So if you're unhappy with your person, most likely your person is a bit unhappy with you as well. But neither one of y'all feel like y'all both good, great people, and neither one of y'all want to hurt each other. Confirmation for pile number 2, Spirit. Okay. Tradition. You got tradition here. And accountability. I already told y'all to take that. I already told y'all to take that shit. Take your accountability. At the bottom of the deck, at the bottom of the deck, you got act. Act. That means for you to do. Act on those things that make you happy. Look at that. At the bottom of act, it's loyalty. Be loyal to yourself. Sunflowers are about happiness. Look at that. Choices. The choice is yours, babe. And then it's tolerance. I'm gonna stop plucking cards because I love it when they talk to me like that. You got tolerance. It's how much of your happiness how much of your time are you willing to throw away and just be content with and not truly be happy? How much shit in life are you willing to tolerate from a person that don't make you happy or from situations that don't make you happy? All right, and we got Honor Ilegua at the southeast door. Right? And you can't expect pile number 2 to go to a next stage in life if you're still holding on to things that don't serve you a higher purpose. Okay? I needed to say that as well. 43. Number 43. Here we go. Honor Ilegua at the southeast. The shamanic call to the soul can be masked within a crisis requiring evolution as a problem to be solved and as a creative opportunity all at once. Be in the midst of the muddle with faith that although you may not see how, there is some greater benefit that will eventually manifest and ensure your soul's true progress towards its divine destiny. Let go of trying to figure it all out and instead tune into what feels true for the current choice point before you. One step at a time is all that is needed, pile number 2. I hope that I was able to give you guys what you need. Peace and love to every single one of you guys. If you guys were drawn to more than one pile, I will see you there. Pile number 2. Be truly honest about your happiness and what makes you happy, right? Because it makes somebody else happy doesn't mean that's something that you need to do, right? We love people. We let people go. We meet new people, right? Greater people, better people. Peace and love to everybody that chose pile number 2. You guys be great, all right? If you need anything else, don't hesitate to hit your girl up. What's up, pile number 3, or everybody that chose this charcoal card, right? Now, with this charcoal card, this is like screaming, stepping away, needing to step away, pile number 1. Last pile number 3. It's so screaming, stepping away, right? She's got her back turned to these birds. Confirmation for pile number 3. Ooh, we got the Temperance card so fast. Confirmation for pile number 3. Ooh. The 2 of Pentacles. Confirmation for pile number 3. And we got the Hierophant. All right. So pile number 3. You got the Temperance card. The Temperance card for me, right? This is a little bit more about you having realization of needing to do a little bit more for self, right? Pile number 1. I'm sorry, I keep calling y'all pile number 1. Maybe y'all need to watch pile number 1. About you guys having a little bit more realization of self, right? Your next card was the 2 of Pentacles, and you see what he's doing. He's juggling energy. Like he's juggling 2 pentacles, right? This is you dealing with a lot, right? Self is here, but it's on the lower side of the scale, where it's not something that is on the forefront of your mind, pile number 3. Dealing with self. And like I said, I get that you guys have a lot going on. You also have the Hierophant here, which could be a spouse, right? This could be a husband or wife with this Hierophant energy, because it represents law, it represents marriage, it represents rules, regulations, and all those things. So I feel like maybe you're juggling your relationship and your self-love, your love for self, and you're trying to figure out maybe which one is more important. I'm going to tell you 100% is self. 100% it is self that you need to be focused on. Not this situation, not this marriage, not this partnership, not the court case, not the whatever this could possibly be with this Hierophant card, because it represents so many things. Nothing's more important than yourself and your happiness. Pile number 3, okay? Confirmation for pile number 3. Confirmation for pile number 3. All right. We got the Knight of Cups. And we got the Six of Wands. Now I say because you got the Knight of Cups. Your Knights are about your movement, right? Your Cups are about your emotions. So this is like slow progress. Pile number 3. So your Knight of Cups is like you're trying to focus on how you feel, but you're slowly moving. You're not so quick to move on how you're feeling. Like you're trying to focus, and which is allowing you to gain momentum, right? You're gaining ground. However, it's not full motion. You're not in full motion with self yet. You still have you're still doing a little bit too much juggling with whatever this other situation is or this person. Right? Your next card is the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands talks about recognition, right? The Six of Wands could talk about maybe you being recognized for let's see. You got the Tower at the bottom of the deck. Spirit, can you give me some clarity on the Six of Wands? Six of Wands. Oh gosh, jeez. So you got your Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and you got your Five of Swords. And I'm not going to take these other cards. So we got the Wheel of Fortune, and we got the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is about a disagreement, right? Maybe you and another person disagree, and this recognition is about you're getting that recognition, like, you know what, good thing you didn't do what your husband or your wife told you to do, or you didn't keep on going that route and you decided to do something different, right? And you may give hope to other people in the same predicaments as yourself to do something different, to accomplish goals that they set for themselves and allowed other people to talk them out of, right? This disagreement here. I mean, this is a disagreement, like an argument maybe you've had with somebody already. It could have been your partner. Maybe they're telling you that you're trying to spend too much time with yourself, or do things by yourself, and you shouldn't be doing them, but maybe you should. You absolutely should. Now we got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. The Wheel of Fortune talks about things turning in your favor, right? With it being in reverse, I don't know how much in your favor it is going to be. Like at the bottom of the deck, it was the Tower card, which talks about upheaval. So maybe it's already not turned out for your greatest good. Maybe it was something you said. Maybe it was something you did. And I say something you said only because of we're underneath this new moon in Taurus that started on Thursday. So we started to feel the effects of this new moon energy on Thursday of this week, and it'll go until Wednesday of next week. So this argument, maybe you're always a bit on the go when it comes to what you say, and maybe I should have made the video a few days earlier, and maybe you would have known to be a little bit more reserved with your tongue, but everything does happen for a reason. It is the power of free will, right? With that being said, so because you probably didn't fall back on the conversation, now things are not turning out the way you want them to, right? Confirmation for pile number 3. They got the King of Pentacles. Confirmation for pile number 3. And then we got the Eight of Pentacles. At the bottom of the deck, we got the Sun card. Look at that pretty butterfly, if y'all seen it. It's black and blue. Okay. All right. So, the King of Pineapples, I was going to say, oh my gosh. The King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles kind of knows what he wants to do with his finances, right? Not saying that you're he. I'm just saying it's masculine energy, right? It's not the Queen of Pentacles. It's the King of Pentacles. Men, we know, are more firmer, more stern. You know, they just, So it's a very high energy with your King of Pentacles when it comes to your finances, right? You kind of know which direction you want to go in. You know what you want to do. However, this Eight of Pentacles talks about you actually mastering that craft, perfecting your craft. You see him working on that money, and this is about you perfecting your craft and what it is. Like, you know what you want to do. You know how you want to do it. Start getting it done. It's a new moon. We're underneath new moon energy. I'm not saying next week when you get money. I'm saying start putting that shit into motion right now. You can start writing down ideas. You can start looking up how to get this paperwork done. You can start, it's so many things you can start doing right now. Start brainstorming, pile number 3, okay? All right. Confirmation for pile number 3. And maybe that's the energy that you're juggling. Maybe you're juggling. I mean, it's either way itself. This is money. This is something you want to do with your money by your own self. And maybe you're juggling something that your spouse wants to do or your partner wants to do by their own self. And it could be that you're trying to juggle them and you're you. You know what I'm saying? And you're trying to keep the balance and the happiness. That ain't it, baby. You have to worry about self. And I know if it's hard if you're married, to say think about self, right? But at the end of the day, it is your happiness, because if you're not truly happy, how could you be happy with somebody else? You can't. Anybody that knows that knows that. And this card flipped over, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull that out, right? I'm gonna show this one, because you got the Sun card right here. But then underneath this Sun card, right, you got your working with your pentacles, you got heartbreak. So it's like you're choosing between your happiness, or at the end of the day, you just being sad. You're being heartbroken because you didn't get to accomplish the things that you wanted to accomplish, or you had a time to shine and you decided to not. What's that? Selling away? Yeah. You decided to not to. You just decided to move away from the things that, you know, made you happy. And what's underneath this? 6 of Swords. Look at that. The 10 of Cups. Happiness, good things, party, and celebration. That's what you're moving away from. I'm sorry, I gotta flip these cards around. It's irritating. Okay? I love that. All right. Confirmation for pile number 3. We got luck. One more card. Confirmation for pile number 3. Ooh. Ambrosia. What they say? That's the nectar of the gods. Dispirited. That's you right now. I'm pretty sure. Just like this. You're a little bit dispirited because you're juggling. You're trying to juggle everything and everybody else's bullshit and your happiness, pile number 3, and that's a problem. It's gonna bring your spirit low because you're not doing the things that you need to do for your inside, for your higher self. Sorry, pile number 3, y'all just are the most, okay? Y'all not the most. I'm tell you, pile number 2 was the most. Pile number 2, what is the most? All right. So, confirmation for pile number 3, Spirit. We got restoration. This is you pouring into your own self. You restoring self, like, I become aware, like, you know what? I am the main character. I am the most important thing here. So you then start pouring. You are the earth. You are the water. You are everything. I am all. Something you need to tell yourself. And that's crazy because it's right there on top of your temperance card. Pouring into self, pile number 3. You actually pouring into yourself. You actually being happy, figuring out your purpose. And you can't do that if you got somebody on your neck telling you that, oh, you ain't thinking about me. Oh, look at that. It says pay attention at the bottom of the deck. Pay attention to your thoughts. Look at that. That's around the crown chart. I ain't even going to pluck no more cards for you, pile number 3. You got pay attention. And you see that? It's illuminated just like your restoration card. Oh my gosh, a bee just landed on my back. Just like your restoration card. You got to pay attention. Pay attention to what you're thinking about. Paying attention to what you're giving energy to. And I say give energy because when you think about it and it's renting space in your mind, you're giving that life. You're giving life to these people. You're giving life to these situations. You're giving energy that you already don't have to other situations. And you need not do that. You need to stay protected at all times, right? Protect your mindset. Once again, do you see? You see that bull? Do you see that? How it's illuminated right there on the head? Baby, protect your mindset, pile number 3, right? Pay attention to what it is that you are thinking, what it is that you're giving a lot of energy to in your mind. And it's a lot here. Like, I mean, you got it on temperance, you got it on restoration, you got it on pay attention, and you got it on oil with protection. And it's on the animal. Protect your mindset. Protect yourself from the way you think, maybe about self. Nope, that's exactly what it is, because we said this was about self. Protect your mind of how you're thinking about yourself. Pay attention to what crosses your mind and what your self-talk is like. What is your self-talk like? Do you tell yourself how strong you are? Do you tell yourself, like, okay, you might tell yourself you've been through a whole lot, but do you tell yourself how strong you are for making it through these situations, for being able to be still a pillar of light for those people that come behind you, for your children? You don't give yourself enough credit, pile number 3. And maybe this person that you're with doesn't give you enough credit either. And that's why it's now become a solo journey, because it's time for you to give yourself those things that nobody else giving you, that nobody else has been giving you, pile number 3. It's time for you to give yourself those things that you deserve. Give yourself the flowers that you're owed. Don't wait for somebody to give you the stuff that you deserve when you can do it yourself. You definitely have the finances to do so. You have the time to pour into yourself because you got the time and the money to pour into this situation and your relationship. All right. So we got charcoal here. And like I did the other 2 piles, I'm going to read this out of the book because I already gave you guys my insight on it. It says, you have been called to undergo initiation. Challenges that you are working through are purposeful, divine catalysts for your healing and transformation. This is the means to your awakening and will support your soul empowerment and life purpose. That may be as a creator, as a creative, or as a healer, guide, and medicine worker upon this planet, or in some other way that your heart recognizes as true, authentic, and meaningful for you. The transformational journey into your power will include twists and turns, and you will move through the depths of the darkness and the ecstasy of the light as you shed resistance, realize wisdom, and embrace life with a fearless heart. Go after the things that you desire, pile number 3. pay attention to what kind of self-talk you're having, how you think about yourself, the things that you say to yourself in your mind, because those are seeds that we plant. The same way we can say, I don't think this is going to happen, it's not going to work, it's not going to work, we get there and it doesn't work. That's because we've already planted that seed, and we continue to water it with the doubt of it's not going to work, it's not going to work. And we planted and we grew it, and the universe just allowed us to manifest this into life. Peace and love to every single one of you guys on today. I hope that you guys are all doing grand. I hope that I was able to give you guys what you need. Pile number 3. Pay attention. You're intuitive. You're great. I love you. I think you guys are all amazing. I'm happy to be here to give you guys as much guidance, confirmation, clarity, and love that I can. Peace and love to every single one of you guys, and I'll see you guys on the next reading. Peace.